if you feel like watching somebody play the computer. The tokens. Well, Jonathan Taylor just got +1 in acceleration, change of direction, and speed. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. Oh shit. Let's just go ahead and get this shit over with. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Nothing.
It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Andy
The
Reid.
scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, everybody, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Freaking curl wrap, man.
Larry
Oh, Madden.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh my God, what a play.
It's intercepted. Picked by the
Holy
rookie linebacker
shit.
Kenneth Murray. And he takes this one back into the
Why
end
this guy
zone,
made
and
one
the
of these
Falcon
fucking lobbies?
defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your
Damn,
teammates,
Simmons laying the wood, boy.
like that.
Yeah,
Now
was
they'll
that a
try
pick
here for the
6?
extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons
Gary
a
gonna
7-0
hurt somebody.
lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pick 6.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Right.
They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become
Teammates,
almost a
where the fuck
lost
y'all
art in
at?
the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
KJ Hamler on the return.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by the rookie, undrafted from Colorado, Steven Montez.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one. I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 5 catches,
man.
61 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Dude, that's
nice gains. That one for 14 yards
that
and
is
another first.
cheating at its finest.
For KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And again this time to the
Cheater.
tailback.
You're a cheater, man.
It's blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays
Cheater.
on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game
What happened?
continues.
He's fucking like, dude. He's quick scoping, but dude, it's beyond quick scoping. Like he's just pulling his gun up, and shooting. I mean, it's like it's crazy. And it don't matter how fucking close you are or anything like it. That motherfucker's just dead fucking target.
Their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Intended for Hunter Renfro.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lutz is good.
The kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chiefs.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points.
What a
on the
fucking
board.
cheating bitch, man. I can't stand people like that, man.
At their own
Motherfucker thinks he's good too. Just cheating his fucking ass off.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be...
Look at that. Cheater.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another
Motherfucker
one.
wish he was that good.
Now Montez. He'll get that complete to Alberto. He'll
Man,
get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Goal, Atlanta.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. There's no way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still
on there.
That they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week.
Did you get out of that lobby?
Put him to good use on that.
Yeah.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having to goalposts.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're returning it. Here's Hamler. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Montez. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get over.
Oh my God.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
And right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Of course.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
44 yards. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rager catches it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
I thought we got a Chiefs user. Did we not get a Chiefs user?
I don't know.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up
2
now
and
2nd and
12 or
inches. To throw, Montez. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Rager with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Oh, this is
effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he can't hang
Man, that's got to be picked.
Picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings him 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return. About about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
It's getting out of hand.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But it's going to be second down. Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Oh my God.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents. And also maybe...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 20.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
He's on the ground.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or you pitch it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground.
Move to review.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
God, players, Montez.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll decide
That should have been a
to bring this
touchdown.
one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think
Hopefully.
that now
They have blown.
it's much
Falcons
more
have blown 28
in their
point lead.
head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you brought over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, Patterson. Cordero Patterson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he
open up
popped
the
a
Red
big
Sea.
one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed
And so it
they did a
begins.
nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might
It's
wiggle out of
spoken to
traffic
existence.
and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this.
Boss about to run some Warzone with Monkey. You want to jump on and play?
I'm good, man. I'm just sitting here watching this, and I'm going to cut it off for a minute. Appreciate it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time,
now this week,
making it work.
See,
And he'll go down
last
at the 26,
2 weeks I've had to go
following
on
a
work
gain of
late.
6.
This week I go to work early.
Second down at 4.
Is the other guy still on vacation?
The one guy's back, and then the other guy went.
Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I'll be fine with it as long as
Trying
long
to
as I'm
keep the
still
drive
get
going
off
here. This
early.
is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I won't get off early. I guess by my standards, I get out of there by 10:30. It's very early.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup.
They're
It's a
damn
good
business,
snap,
don't they?
good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
What the
it
heck?
comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball
What
in the
was
hands of
that?
the playmakers.
Right there.
Look to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into
Did
a
he-
long game.
I never even
Or
seen him make a
miss
throw
downfield.
motion.
They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's
I
3rd
really
and
did run a
10.
QB draw with who the hell is that? Boyer?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow?
Quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Oh my God.
Kansas City touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the
Weather
year.
the storm.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Set to kick off.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the deep.
And I think the ball's out.
This is insane, dude.
Chiefs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play.
Hey, what do you do?
That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Falcons ready to take over. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here.
It got his man complete.
Montez's pass.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been
This
a
is
well-oiled
milestone
machine.
reception.
I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as
I thought the 2-minute warning was.
Now Montez rolling.
Oh my God.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Burrow on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught inside.
Finally worked. God,
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Reagor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel
I've tried that damn thing like 4 times, man.
really feel like it's totally over yet.
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it.
You
Do
don't
all
like
the
making
right
it
things
exciting.
down the stretch, especially on
You know?
defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Hell, it ain't over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. A time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
What the hell?
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be second down.
Delpit on the coverage.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time.
All game.
And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.
All right, fellas.
No doubt about it. And they've got to
Where are you going?
check where the errors are.
Going to the living room for a little bit and going to bed.
They do, but they also need a little adjustment with their
Motherfucker,
confidence to give
do I
up
need to
that
put
many
a fucking
points, even if you win
bracelet
the
or
game,
something
that
on
can
and
hurt
keep
you.
track of me?
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming.
I won't talk to you. I'll talk to Alan.
12-3 on the year. And they'll get
Hey,
a
Alan.
date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He might be
Meanwhile, for Kansas City,
in the
things get
cage
even
chat.
uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Because we're in
at
this
home
headset party.
next week.
Probably need to join that other headset party. So
And for
I
Charles
think he's playing with
Davis
Mikey.
and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
All right, homie.
I'll probably call it too, man. Them 3 hours driving. That just sucks. I've been driving too much here lately.
Yeah. You got to do a 3-hour drive tomorrow, too?
No, I got a, let's see, 3-hour drive Thursday.
Thursday?
Yep.
All right, you're going back to Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
All right, homie.
All right, we'll see. So you had a good day?
Yeah, man. Things been doing good. How's the baseball thing going?
Just chaotic.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Hey, you headed out of town this week too?
Yeah, back to Georgia. Atlanta.
You're in the playoffs.
Is everybody that's in there human?
Everybody in the AFC is. Had to look at the NFC.